Hi everyone, and welcome back to Art with Mrs. S. Today we're going to be practicing drawing a pose, and that pose could be one that you made and then maybe you were able to take a picture of it and put it on Padlet, or it could have been a pose that someone else in your home is making, like a brother or sister, or maybe a parent or guardian. But you can also use someone else's pose that they posted too. So this is something to have fun with. It's not meant to be too stressful. It's kind of silly sometimes too. But artists will actually look at people in poses and then they'll paint or draw or recreate those in some way. So I posted a picture of just kind of a silly pose with a paintbrush, and that is the one that I'm going to be practicing today. You do not have to do that pose. You can absolutely make your own, or again, have somebody else pose to make that pose. So to do this, you'll want to look at that pose and you'll want to keep looking back and forth as you're drawing. So I have my head that's just looking straight on. Your person probably also has their neck showing in some way. Mine is looking straight on, but they could be turned, or maybe they're bending or stooping, or maybe throwing like a ball. And then you got to look at how their shoulders are positioned. Do you see the full body? In mine, I just see my upper half. You can see the two arms. If you mess up, it's okay. I'm using a marker so you can see it better, but you might want to draw this pose with pencil on paper in a notebook. This is a great way to practice. Notice I'm drawing really quickly. I might have some sketched out lines. I'm looking at my pose back and forth a lot. And in my image, I have like this necklace on, you have this button kind of top going on, but you might have something completely different in your image. Again, draw fast, look at your image or that pose, check where certain things are. Where are the clothing at? Where are the person's legs going? How is their body turned or twisted over? What are they wearing? What other facial features you can notice? I have my nice blue light glasses on in this image, so I could draw in that. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can see my nose. You can see kind of the smile. And then of course I have eyebrows, and I have eyes and lots of hair. Your person may not have any hair, or maybe they're wearing like a hat of some sort. Is their hair all off to one side, or is some of it behind their body? Are they posing with something? Are they holding something? Like maybe they're in the kitchen, maybe they were cooking, or maybe they were busy painting like I have my paintbrush. So what are those details that you can kind of figure out? You don't have to have everything, but you want to try to capture that pose. So how is the person standing? What are they doing? But you need to be looking at something for this image. So it's really important that you're either looking at someone in a pose, or if you have to, you can look up a picture and really get that pose. You don't have to worry so much about the details in the background. You're more worried about what the person is doing. If it looks kind of funny or silly, that is totally okay. That's kind of half the fun, right? So it's all right to be silly or mess up. Or if you're using like a notebook, that's a great way to try a pose. If you didn't like it, try another one, or maybe have whoever you're looking at doing the pose, whether it's yourself or if it's somebody in your home or a friend, maybe have them try a different pose. So I did a really simple one where just kind of standing and moving arms, but if they're doing like something silly like a yoga pose, or they're kind of more like their arms and their legs are overlapping a lot more, that's going to be a lot harder to draw that pose. So go easy on yourself. And then of course, when you're all done, don't forget to add in some color. I'm kind of going quickly here so that you have time to work today, but make sure you add in those nice details. I don't know if I can get this light enough. Oh, there we go. A little bit of color. Got a little blue on my arm, that's okay. All right, when you're all done, post a picture of your drawn pose and the picture of the pose you're using. And then of course, add your first, last name, and classroom teacher. Thanks for joining me today. I can't wait to see all of your amazing drawings.